What's up, everybody? We are back. We are back. We are back. We are back. Day two, man. Day two. Welcome back. I am DJ251, and this is
Stand the man.
Stand the Man. We are back in the building, live in effect, man. Hey, if you missed out the show last night, it was a great show. We had a lot of fun. Thank you for the people that shared the stream, that commented, that was in the building with us, right? Drink of the choice for me tonight is what we said this was? Sandria. Live in effect, man. Hey, if you missed out the show last night. You okay? You okay? You okay over there? James, Stan the Man.
Yes, sir.
So you don't hear me talking to you. You just in la la land, huh? Like I'm
No, I
talking to
heard
you.
you.
What you just gonna sit there and ignore me?
I really was then, but move on.
Oh, now let's move on. But like I said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Stan the Man always got something going on over there. If it's not the kids, his old ass trying to figure out technology. I tell him straight up, hey, just let me press all the damn buttons. Let me do everything. And all you got to do is sit back and give your rusty pennies. But he can't do that. He cannot do that. He got to do everything else. Drink of the choice is Sandria, man. I'm going to switch it up to, Morgan David, David Morgan, whatever his or her name is. I'm going to switch it up to that later on. What you drinking on?
Some Diet Lipton green tea.
That nasty ass tea.
It's good.
That
It's good for you
nasty
too.
ass tea, man. Hey, man.
And I put it in a nice glass again.
You got a nice glass?
Yeah.
Hey, that girl Lisa, thanks for checking in on Twitch. We appreciate it. Treva, thanks for checking in on Facebook. Much love. Today's topic is, you want to tell them or should I tell them?
You can tell her.
Are you a good woman? Are you? Do you consider yourself a good woman? If you are in a relationship, if you're married, if you're a sneaky link, if you was a one night stand, are you good at what you do? Hey, as always, stay in the man. Go ahead and read the characteristics out that the internet says are is a good woman. Go ahead and read them off for us.
The definition of a good woman as someone who is proud of herself, respects herself and others. She neither seeks definition from the person she's with, nor does she expect them to read her mind. She is quite capable of articulating her needs. A good woman has a dash of inspiration and a double of endurance.
I'm just taking off notes. Can you read the third one again? I think it was the third one. What was the third one?
Let me go back. It's not labeled like that. It's just look at it. She respects herself and others. She neither seeks definition from person she's with, nor does she expect them to read her mind.
Okay.
She's quite capable of articulating her needs.
And how you feel
A
about
good
that?
woman. How do I feel about that? Well,
Talk to us.
most good women, a good woman, to make a woman really good, she needs a good support system.
A good
man.
System. A good man.
She's a good man that's gonna support her, that's gonna cheer her on, is gonna feel her emotionally. He's also going to make every effort to meet all her needs, to try and make sure that he makes his business to, and for her sake, to befriend her friends and family. And he's going to be a spiritual advisor to her.
Spiritual advisor, okay.
And he also is going to support everything she does, even if he don't agree with it. If it's not illegal, he supports it. Because that's what she wants to do.
What illegal got to do with anything? Somebody got to go to jail if it ain't illegal, you know?
Well,
Look, I agree with some of it, but not all of it, man. I believe a good woman comes with time. It's like fine wine. You feel me? The longer it sit up, the better it's gonna be, right? I feel like any woman grows better with time, especially when they get to know a good man or a bad man. You could be a trash ass man, but a good woman is gonna figure out how to maneuver around you, how to push you to where you should be. Now, it might not work. I'm just saying, tell me what you think about that.
well, most of them know how to keep their unwanted emotions under control.
What?
And they handle it well.
Oh, what?
They know how to keep their unwanted emotions under control.
Really? You really
Most
think
of them
that?
do.
You really
And they
think?
can handle it well.
So you really think
She,
that
but
women?
let me tell you something else though. She also knows how to calm down the argument with her mate.
What?
Yeah, because she can agree to everything. But look, the important thing is that she deals with disagreement to build a stable relationship.
Hey, listen.
Bam.
Listen. I'm glad we have to throw that word "good woman" in, because the average woman don't know how to do any of that shit. Any of it.
Well, they do. They do this.
Let's just be
Go
real.
ahead.
Argumentative. Angry. Controlling. Should I start back over? Argumentative.
Now the
Angry.
Bible says something.
Now we want to throw the Bible in this now. You
The
sound
Bible
like
says
the
something
dude
about an
that I
angry
was
woman.
talking to at work today. Go
The
ahead. I'm
Bible
listening.
says something about an angry woman. I saw where it says a gracious woman gets to know, and a violent man gets riches.
And
The good news, look, the good news is any woman who is compassionate in her life will be rewarded in heaven. Who act in anger, not angry, who act in anger will be punished.
I feel like you just
Strength,
reading something
look,
off a damn
strength,
piece of paper right now.
strength
You
and
reading some
dignity
shit
are her
off a damn
clothing.
piece of paper. You reading some shit off a damn piece of paper. Hell no. Hell no. I'm sitting here thinking like, I'm
I'm being
like, what
honest.
the hell is he talking about? Like, that's not
It's the
happening.
truth though.
That's not real
If you
life.
when you find a good woman, all that is there.
Not all is
And
there.
and it goes back to train them. Because there's some people, it's some women that have learned stuff from the women in the church, some Sunday school teachers, from their first grade teachers, fifth and fourth grade teachers. They've learned a lot of things from them, just watching them
Mm-hmm.
and learn how to be a lady, and learn how to act.
Mm-hmm. Nah.
I used to hear my fourth grade teacher tell the little girls all the time, it's better be seen than heard. I didn't understand what she's talking about. What she mean, better be seen than heard? As I grew older, I realized, I hear boys say now, I said, why y'all don't like these girls? Miss, them, they so loud, ghetto, come on, I saw you yesterday. And so the girls that like are quiet and calm, you know.
And you believe that?
Well, a lot of boys don't
These
like.
these are same brothers that sliding in their inbox when nobody is looking
But
for the loud
but
shit.
but guess what? That's what I'm telling you now. Stop letting guys use you to slide in your inbox and think you're loud in the book. They won't be seen with you in public, but they'll sleep with you at night. You know what I mean?
So you
So that's
saying
where you got to either get yourself together.
if you can't be seen with me in public, you can't be seen. I mean, if you can't be seen with me in public, you can't be seen with me at night. Then, huh?
Deuces.
Deuces. So what is the purpose of having a sneaky link then? Hmm?
Sneaky links is just girls that want to just mess somebody else's boyfriend or husband.
Why?
They like that. They
Oh
get a
no
kick
no
out of
no
that.
no
Let me
no
tell you
no no
something.
no
No, no, no,
no
no, no,
no no
no.
no
Let me
no
tell
no
you.
no 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 no.
Listen,
It's
let me tell
not
you
all.
something. Listen to this.
Hold on. Cause see, I know where you about to go with this. You're gonna try to peg the sneaky link as the bad person. They just want to sleep with somebody's husband or boyfriend. That's not
Not
true.
necessarily.
That's not true. A sneaky
But
link.
let me tell you something though. A sneaky link also, I tell you what I do know for sure, factual evidence from several of my friends. Once that sneaky part and that making everybody angry is over with, okay, get your sneaky link and then get a divorce and see where she go.
Well, that goes back to the quote: "The grass is not always greener on the other side." And Treva said, "Hold on." Oh, she said, "Hold on." Repeat that. But she missed out. We missed out on that. But she said it's too many women's allow. I guess she's saying too many women's allow men to get away with whatever they do. Whatever they do. Is that what you're trying to say, Treva? I'm not 100% sure. But Stanley, this is what I'm trying to figure out. This is what I'm trying to figure out. Why everybody always use the quote, the grass is always greener on the other side, right? Well, the
It's
grass is
not. It's
not,
not.
it's not greener on the other side. A motherfucker might not want to see if the grass is greener on the other side.
Well, what they're trying to say is this here: the grass may be greener on the other side, but the water bills are much higher. I can bet you that they may have pretty gas, but they bet their water bill high as hell.
You think so?
I know so.
Okay, so let's go back, right? Not too many, she said, not too many women allow men to have them at night and not in public. Oh, that's what Nisi said. Not too many women allow men to have them at night and not in public. How you feel about that?
Well, that's because Nisi was trained. She knows better. And probably the group she hang with didn't do all that stuff. Probably
Oh,
her group of girls,
so
they
now you
probably
want
not
to go
like
back
that.
to when I said yesterday, who
But
you surround yourself with matters. So
it
accountability.
does.
Oh, okay. Now you
It
want to.
does. That's why
Now you
I
want.
said it
Okay.
earlier. I said that earlier when I said about girls that learn that may not have parents to teach them. Some of them learn from teachers at school, the Sunday school teachers. They find somebody that they like and be a role model for them.
But this is what I don't understand. Talk to me. Tap in, tap in. why are we so judgmental for the females that want to be sneaky links? If that's their way of life, let that be their way of life. That's not everybody got
Well,
some type of character trait, and that's what theirs fall in as a sneaky
well,
link.
and that's
They know what they
my
doing. They
thing.
grown.
If that's they want to do, that's fine. But women, most women that wants, if they in their mindset, I want to have a family, and they want a husband and children to be together
Look,
forever and do family things.
okay,
But some people don't want that. Some people don't have that some people don't have the stability. They don't have that mindset, that frame of mind that I want to be married with a wife and husband, whatever. They have that mindset, hey, get what I can get and get gone.
and that's how you feel about it.
I mean, I just think some people are like that.
So you saying most women? Say it again. Most women what now?
Most people mind, some of them, not all of them, and not most of them, but some of them mindset is not where it needs to be. Their mindset is not on getting a home, getting a husband, everybody having a job, working like a normal 9 to 5, come home together, hanging out at night, Friday nights, getting out together. Their thing is just doing what they want to do, sleep late all day. Some don't even work, waiting on that man. They got 2, 3 old men bringing them a check on Friday. They meet them at the hit house to get paid.
They hit house. They meet them where now?
Yeah, at the hit houses. You don't know nothing about that?
I know what
Most
the hit
women,
house is.
most street women meet their men at the hit house to get paid. Because they go there first and pay all the women they're dealing with for the week.
Okay.
But a real man goes home to his wife and takes her out to have a drink.
Okay. Now, thanks Tony for the light. Thanks Tony White for the light. Now, this is what I don't understand, right? So check this out. If it's so many good women in the world, why are they not scooped up? Why are they not taken? Why are they not married?
Because there's more good women than there are men.
Is it?
I really believe it's more. But I really believe it's more. I just believe it's more women in this earth than it is men. I really believe that.
No, the statistic says there are more women on earth than
And
there
that's
are
why.
men.
That's why.
There are more smarter women. There are more smarter women than there are men. But so check this out, though. Check this out. Thanks for the share, Francis. Look, Stanley. This is what I don't understand right here too is, if that's the case, if there are more qualified women than they are men, right? Those qualified women should be able to find a qualified man.
Well, not necessarily.
I'm glad you said that.
But listen though. Listen.
I'm about to pull up the statistics.
But listen though. If there's more qualified women than is men, most of the good men are already taken up.
Okay, keep going.
Because I'm telling you.
Hold up. I'm
looking
it up right now.
Listen to me. Me working at school, by the time a child get in the third to fifth grade, you kind of know where they're headed, right? And I can assure you that every year I worked, I wouldn't have said it while I'm still working. Now that I'm not working, I can say it. Every year I worked, I can tell you 5 guys in every class that was probably going to be on the streets doing nothing, not even working anywhere. So you think about in a classroom when you got 15 girls and 8 boys, and 4 of them not going to work, you're talking about 4 going to be working.
Nah, I normally have these statistics pulled up, and now they won't even show up for me because I know.
Well, the statistics doesn't matter to me when I know for a fact when I see with my own eyes every day.
But what you see is onesie twosies. You don't see.
Tell me why the women between the age of 35 and 50 don't have a husband at home. It's a lot of my friends that age don't have a husband.
Angry,
it's not because they don't want to be married.
Bitter, controlling. I make all the money. I don't need the money. You tell me who drove them there. The man didn't drive them there.
In most cases, it is.
How?
Let me tell you something. Most girls that turn to be lesbians are because they've been hurt by 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. Go back and check it out.
Now that's something I can't look up.
But I know for you, that's just normal. You most time you see a girl and she's with a woman, it's because she's been hurt too many times by a man.
So she been hurt too many times by a man, right?
Because you know why?
So
Because most of the men,
who fault is it? See, what you want to do is what I'm not gonna allow you to do is sit here and blame the black man. That's not what we
I'm
about to
not.
do. That's not what we
I'm
about to do.
not.
Because what you
Listen,
got to understand
listen.
is, if you asking for a man to work, he's working. You ask for a man to be a provider, he's been a provider. And let's be real with you. A lot of these females are single black females with kids. So you asking them to take care of someone else's child. But
That's
yet
okay.
but no, it's not okay. But yet you want to
You,
be controlling. Yet you want to be argumentative. Yet you want to run their heads. So what do you need a man for if you can do all that? What
well,
do you need
that's
a
why.
man for if you can do
That's why
all
I
that?
think. That's why it's more important to me that a male read much faster than a woman. A male should learn to read and get a good education
Hey
so he can
man,
make good money. Listen,
hey man,
so he
you're
can
not
make good
answering the
money
question.
and a good foundation
You're
and
not
take care of his
answering the
family.
question. You're not answering the question at all, my guy. You're
Okay,
not
but what's the
answering the
question
question.
then?
I said if if a man is working, if a man is being a provider, if a man is taking care of a kid that does not belong to him, right? Because majority of the women already have kids, right? So what do you need a man
Yeah,
for if you controlling, you independent? You don't need a man for no money because you make your own money. So what do you need a man for? What you shopping for a man for?
because
Why?
maybe she wants to. Maybe she wants to get there.
But yet you yelling, I'm independent. I don't need your money. I got my
Well,
own
then
money.
that's
I don't
what
need a
that's what
man
that's
to
what
do nothing. All these
well
Megan Thee Stallions, Dojo
that's when you
Cat,
step in.
Mary J. Blige.
That's
She
when you
can
step
step on.
in.
No, man, come on. I can't
That's when
allow
you
it.
step in and look, you step in and help her to control and commotion to keep him down.
Francis
Controlling me
said,
most to keep him down. Yeah, I was
Fran-
gonna tell you about Francis' statement.
Francis said she didn't get pleasure from a man because she likes a woman. Now,
I don't
talk,
agree with that all the time.
talk to me, talk to me, talk to me.
Francis.
Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. What you got to say about that, Stan the man?
Well, you know, I gotta agree with him a little bit. That's in some cases there is, because they're just women. Just they people nowadays they can't be themselves, and there are women and men that are marrying women and men, and really don't want to be with them. They want to be the same sex, but they choose to go ahead and marry because of what, quote
Society.
unquote, what society
Yep.
and what the church folks say and what their family say, because their family won't accept them. Because their family won't accept them.
Basketball 21 for Twitch said it takes a man and a woman to have a kid. So it takes two to take care of one. The excuse when you have women that runs out of their kids, like they give their kids up for adoption, right? If they not giving it up for adoption because they thinking about the best welfare for their kid, they giving their kid up for adoption because they don't know any better. They having kids at a younger age. So what is your excuse then?
True. It all goes back to accountability. They hadn't been taught at home and they missed something somewhere.
That girl Lisa on Twitch said a lot of girls young and say they gay. Wow. Now I listen.
It's because they don't know any better. They're
Thank
learning. They're
you.
trying to find themselves.
Thank you. They trying to find
They're
themselves
trying to find
because they
themselves.
not with the right circle. They are not putting their around. So we get cop
That,
outs.
but when they do that, that's when their parents should step in and have a talk with them.
But you
Take
got
them to counseling and try to figure. What you don't do is bash them. You go in and try to talk to them, explain to them as to what's going on, what happened.
Now I never understood that. I never understood that. So your child, let's say your child is in their late 20s or early 20s, and all of them say, "Mom and Dad, I like the same sex," and you close the door on them. "You not my child. I ain't raised this. I ain't raised that." Who are you? Who are you?
They think they're God, but see, they missed something somewhere. It's because they fail on one thing.
They fail somewhere. And what I'm trying to figure out is, right, it goes back to the point that I had said, are you a good woman? Because I said good women age with time. They like fine wine. No woman is good. No woman can be just perfect, right? They learn as they go. They adapt as you come. You say all these traits, and I'm like, nah, man, I'm not agreeing with none of that bullshit you talking about. I'm not agreeing with none of that. I'm not agreeing with none of that. Because a lot of women think that they good, but they still yelling at Megan and Stallion, Nicki. What are you talking about? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Tap in, chat. Tap in, chat. Tell us what you think. Tell us what's on your mind. Do you agree with what I'm saying, or do you agree with Stan the Man saying? I say good women becomes good with time. They like fine wine. They get better with time. Stan the Man, what are you saying?
I said all women get good and better with time. That's anything. A man will get better and good with time.
No,
But a
that's
good
not what
woman,
you said at first.
but listen, a good woman is one who's there, who can stand on her own 2 feet, who can do what she needs to do to survive. And if she has a partner, she's willing to work with her partner, and her partner's got to have her back. A woman needs more support, and a man needs more support. Because you know one thing about a woman, she'll get sick and take care of herself. When a man gets sick, he like he lost his best friend. He about to die.
You
Oh,
said,
I'm hurt. Give me something.
You said stand on her own 2 feet. You said she need one to stand on her own 2 feet, and she needs someone to support her. Now, just earlier, you try to refer back to biblical times. Biblical times in the Bible say the man is the head of the household.
He is the head of the household, but he still got...
No, shouldn't no man be supporting the woman?
Yes, he support her. But
if
listen,
she can stand on her own 2 feet, what does she need a man for?
I'm not talking about financial support. She needs a man for emotional support. She needs a man to be there when she's going to college and trying to finish, help her maybe read to her, and help her study. She needs a man to be there, when she get home from work, help wash her feet. The same like watching the woman. If he works all day, then you be there for him when he gets home.
Accountability.
I'm just saying it's a team effort.
Okay, I agree with you on the team effort. But all that other stuff that you just got through saying, those are personal goals. I want to go to school. I want my feet rubbed. All that is I. There's no we in that. There's no family in that.
Yes, it is.
Man.
Because your child is watching you. Your child, when your wife get home from work, and she done worked all day, or your husband get home from work, y'all wash each other's feet or rub each other's feet, that child's watching. Oh, that's
that girl,
to your wife.
That girl Lisa
said, that daughter's watching.
That girl Lisa said, if you need what? That don't even make sense. I think she meant to say, if you need to stand on your own feet, why you need support?
Well, I just think parents should teach their kids. Boys or girls.
Answer the question.
Listen, I'm going to tell you.
Answer the question.
I'm going to answer for you. If a parent teaches their kids to be independent, and that way they can survive, and when they get a partner, they can both work together and have everything. When you got one that's lazy, depending on the other for everything, ain't been taught nothing, then you're going to have problems. Because somebody's going to be working hard, and somebody's going to be doing nothing. You got some women that don't want to work. You got some men that don't want to work.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? So I think if you taught at home from the beginning to be independent, to make it, you can make it by yourself, and them two together gonna be strong will.
There you go, right there. You see, you can
have the work.
You're going back to what I said before. If you raising them to be independent. So if you independent, that means you solo. You don't need nobody. So why are you looking for a man? Was you on that web?
No. Listen to the man.
Oh, okay.
Listen to man. What I'm thinking about is that, okay, when I was raising kids, right, boys and stuff, I taught them how to cook, remember? I taught them how to iron.
You was raising who?
Different boys.
Who?
Different boys.
Who?
Boys.
Who?
Young men.
Not women.
Boys to be young men.
Not women.
Yeah,
that's my point right there.
But still,
that's my point.
But you still taught them to be independent. Taught them you taught them how to cook, how to sew a button on, how to clean.
That's a man.
Yeah, but if a wife was teaching a husband, wife teaching their daughter the same thing. Oh, I didn't teach because I never got any foster daughters. I almost got foster boys because I was afraid of the boys sneaking out the window. So I didn't want to fool with that. So my thing was, whoever you get, if you teach them how to be independent, when I mean independent, I don't mean like financially independent, but like being able to cook for yourself, keep your house clean, being able to sew something on.
Got to do with being a good woman.
Because like they said, behind every successful man is a good woman.
Yes, but
I
the
think behind every
but you
successful woman is a good man.
but you building a straight independent woman. The traits that you are given, they don't need a man. They too
But they
independent.
are. But if everybody was taught like that and trained like that, it'd be so much better. Somebody saying something. Some men
So,
are intimidated by independent women. Independent women will always allow a man to be a man. Woohoo! That was some Treva Simon.
what she read it again. Read it
Some
again.
men are some men are intimidated by independent women. Bingo! Independent women should always allow a man to be a man. Now I understand that, and that's true.
But see, the thing is about her statement is, right? I agree with it to the end of it, right? Well, I agree with all of it. Honestly, I agree with all of it because she said should allow a man to be a man. Should. But you don't have six-figure women are not trying to play the role as a wife, as a caregiver. They trying to play the role
Yes,
as a provider.
no, they're
I
not.
got
Not all the time.
what?
Not all the
What?
time. Let me tell you something. I know for a fact some men is just barely making a little money to get by, and the women make way more money. But they spend all their money trying to pay bills. They won't pick up the slack. But guess what? Hey, I got this. They go get a second job sometimes.
Tap in, tap in. I need the grown-ups to tap in because I see some youngins on here and they sentences is not making any sense at all. Incorrect grammar
But
like a
I but
mug. That's why y'all need to send y'all kids back to school ASAP. Y'all need to go back to school
no,
ASAP.
look, if they saying laptop, your child should be in school. If your parents saying laptop, you need to go back to school in a hurry. Don't homeschool. Hey,
I'm
by the way,
trying.
while I'm thinking about it, guys, listen real quick. While I'm thinking about it, you guys are looking, if you live in these houses, make sure you let your water run tonight a little bit.
Man,
It's gonna be
we don't
freezing
give a
cold.
damn. Let the motherfucking pipes buzz. We don't care. Let them goddamn. We ain't no fucking public service
Run,
announcement around this
let,
motherfucker.
let your water run a little bit, please. You want to pay all that
And
money for some pockets
man,
tomorrow.
people, it might not be cold. Somebody might see this video where they at. It might not even be cold. Irrelevant information. Now,
Wherever it's cold.
listen, Linda. What does it take to be a good man?
Who you talking to?
Shit, I'm talking to you. You the only person I'm looking at.
Okay. Okay. Well, to be a good man has to be one to be. He has to be somewhat a provider.
Somewhat of a
He
what?
has to be provider.
Okay,
He has to be
provider.
supportive. He got to be able to help her with her emotions, to keep them calm. And like I said earlier, he needs to be there for her, like for us. Men don't care if you like their friends or not, but women, they want you to like the friends and the family. And some men want, I'm not going to together. I don't want to go around your folks today. Well, that's not good. Get to know her family. Get to know her friends. And stuff. And you got to also be able to, when she's saying, I'm gonna go back to school. We ain't got time for no school right now. We got too much to do. You be supportive. Go ahead and go back to school. Take on another little load. Let her go back to school. Let her finish. Do what she wants to do. When she gets awarded, be the first one to congratulate her. And some men get jealous. They're not supported. Why go to school? They become I don't know.
You better not say a damn nurse.
Well, they go back to school and they become a doctor.
Niggas ain't
Shoot,
becoming no damn doctors, but okay.
they might. You never know. They
Look,
become a anesthesiologist or something.
I feel
Making
like a good man should be supportive, understanding, caring, sympathetic, a leader, not just a leader in his relationship, a leader in his community too, right? And when I
Yes.
say in his community, I don't mean the whole damn community. He could find a kid or somebody, some child in there, somebody his age to help mentor them, right? That he community ties, right?
Hmm.
Those are some of the characteristics that I feel like a good man should have, right? Because listen,
But let me tell you something a man shouldn't do.
shouldn't
What a man should do. I've seen this too many times. You got some men that'll be in the street in the public eye and be places and love on everybody, hug on everybody. Hey, happy, good to see you. So happy to see them and hugging them and stuff. You can hear them a mile away. Pull up at home like it's on the sour kick. Like they're mad to come at home. Treat their family like hell. Expect them to be that supportive. I've seen that happen
so
plenty
you
of times
saying you seen men that's they friendly in public but an asshole
with
at home.
everybody. That's right. You don't ever see them come and take the kids nowhere, but they want to pick up everybody else's kids in the streets. Have them all up in their arms and everything.
There are some deadbeat guys, some I don't call them fathers or whatever it is. They don't take care of their responsibilities, but they'll go lay up with Keisha and take care of Keisha's responsibilities, not their own. I do agree with you on that.
And there are some good. I mean,
Deadbeats.
I know of one. See, 1, 2, 3, and I won't put their name out, but they're really good people, and I respect them. I always tell them when I get a chance on Facebook. There's 3 good men. One name, um, but I won't give
I
it a
thought you
name,
just
but
said you weren't gonna call their names, but you just gonna.
I'm not.
That's the crap
I'm
I be
not.
talking about right there, man.
But it's some good men. It's men that I know that can't come in these women's life and raise 2 and 3 kids and
So
don't miss a beat.
yeah,
Even
some women
even
are.
today,
Those are
those
super
kids are
women.
grown.
Those are super
I'm, I'm,
women.
I'm just some men that's come in with women that's had 3 or 4 kids already
Oh
and
man,
5 kids
yeah.
with them and took care of them like it's nothing,
I
and been
yeah
super dads
yeah you right.
and never look back, still helping them today.
Why you
It's
feel
it's
like
some really good men
why you feel like it's so many men and women having kids and not staying in relationships with their kids?
because people when they're young, they're having a good time.
So all
Good
it is
time is to slip up.
so all it is a
It's a
good
good
time is to
time,
slip up.
and some of them think. But back when I was growing up, a small kid, teenager, I remember the guys telling the girl, I love you. No, but they wanted to love them just because they can get what they want. When they got what they want, they got them pregnant. They moved on, so they got stuck with these children. And then, what some women don't realize, you can't never get that. It's like getting a high. My auntie told me she dead and gone right now. She told me one time. She said, people that are on drugs, when you get that first high, you can't get it back.
That's true.
So you go, you keep trying and keep trying. It ain't coming back. That's what the women, they get that first good feeling. They're trying to get it back. They go everywhere making babies. They're trying to get that first high back. It ain't coming back.
Is that what it is? Achieving the first one?
I think so.
But
Some
what the
of them, most of them.
but they don't take care of their responsibilities. Why? Tap in, chat. Tap in, chat. Why you think most men don't handle their responsibilities yet they'll go handle someone else's responsibilities? Why? Why do you think that? Go ahead and run it, Stan the man.
Because I think that in some cases, most times those women that we are headstrong, and they speak their mind, and
Whoa.
they think it's nagging.
Whoa.
They speak their mind, and so they move on to this little timid girl that ain't gonna say too much of nothing and put up with all the bullshit. So they marry that one.
So they gonna marry. They gonna
They're
marry.
gonna marry that one. One ain't gonna say nothing, put up with everything they do. Them the ones that them go leave on Friday, and they might see them Monday. And baby, you need something to eat. You want to run your bath water? I got your clothes ready for next week. They want them kind.
Yeah, but you tell me but I tend to see that females run over them kind of guys.
Yeah. But then I also had a guy friend of mine tell me that he left a girl, good girl, but he left because he could leave on Friday and come back on Sunday, and she never said where you been or nothing. Because he felt like she didn't care. Because he was trying, he would leave on a couple nights, stay 1, 2 nights, come home, she had nothing to say. So they feel like she really didn't care. And it wasn't that she didn't care. She's just that good girl that, she was going to harass him and hound him in the kind of way. Because you got to be careful with women now. Some women go too far. Trying to embarrass me in the public, trying to be the control. Okay, you can control when nobody's there. But when you got company at your house or when somebody else is around, you just kind of sit back and let them have their way. Let them think they run. You know, as a woman, you run things. Let them have a show for the day. Because at the end when they leave, you in charge. And that's what someone got to get in their head and take that and play the game like it's being played. You got to learn to play the game, play it fair.
She was trying not to be a nagger. Who was trying not to be a nagger, Treva? Who was trying not to be a nagger? What do you mean by that? Help us understand. You know where she's coming from with that?
She's probably talking about the women I was telling you about when I said some women while the man went on to the next woman. Because she to him, even though she's maybe just questioning him, saying, hey, where you been? I ain't heard from you. I mean, you just show up. I mean, I called you 3 times, you never answered the phone. A lot of times they just really want to know.
Now, do you think that the guy should have told her? He should have been like, yes. why you don't ask? Why you don't do this? Why you don't do that? Because she could have had
he should have done that.
Why she didn't do that.
She could have done that, but also though in a relationship, if a woman asks you something, you should at least give her some type of answer. It may not be always what she want to hear, but give her something.
So you saying if she speak back?
Yeah, at least give her an answer. If you don't do but say no, if you don't do but say no, that's not the way it was. If you want to talk about it, I'll explain to you what happened. If you're gonna keep accusing me, then I ain't gonna talk about it. But if you let me explain to you, I'll tell you exactly what happened.
But sometimes the truth is not good enough. Some people can't accept the truth, so you tell them the truth is still a lie.
Well, and that's what some people got, and that's what people got to learn. That's what they got to learn their mate and know about it.
What you mean, learn they mate?
Pay attention to them. Watch them when you're around everybody else. Watch what they do. If you be around a person alone, you know when they're lying. You may not want to accept it, but you know when they're lying. You know when they're lying. And you might want to say, I don't believe that. He had to be doing it. Or she had to be doing it. But if you know them, you know. And that's the honest truth.
Well, I honestly don't know what to say to that because I can have mixed views about it, but I just feel like sometimes, man, like each person need their privacy, some level of privacy, man.
Oh yeah. Now I agree with that. I agree with the privacy part because it's not because simple way is this here. Let me think about something that happened to one of my see. I'm trying to think about it. I had a friend.
Don't be telling their names now.
I'm not. They had an old text in his phone. Listen. The text said, "Meet me at 12 tonight." Right now, listen now. He never deleted. They had an argument about it 4 years earlier. Right? Really, 4 years earlier. He never deleted the text. Right? It was in there. She went get a lawyer, talk to her friend. So I hadn't seen that girl. She texted him again. Went to the lawyer and get a divorce and everything. He said, did you look at the date on the text? Go back and look at the date.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
See what I'm saying?
I remember you telling me about that.
She was going to get a divorce and found out it was a 3-year-old text he had just never deleted. He said, you know how to delete it. And some men don't know how to delete stuff in their phone. I was going to come and ask you to delete it because then you'll be fussing like you're doing now. He said, but I didn't think you would go through my phone looking though. That's what he said.
I know my Aunt Jeannie always say you go looking for something, you're going to go find for something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You look for something, you're going to find it. A lot of times it ain't really what it is. But there are some men, too.
Talk to me.
There are some men, too, that know what they got and going to keep what they got. And they may see a girl they knew way back and may holler at them, talk to them, may even call and say something to them. But a lot of times it ain't really what you think, because what they've done is that they went somewhere and saw them at the store, saw them somewhere, and they will holler when you get a chance, not thinking it's going to be a big thing. Let me holler at them, and then next thing you know,
Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's cool for do you all right, let me say it like this. Should married couples have mutual friends? Should all their friends just strictly be mutual friends?
well, you know what? I used to think that. I thought that I used to think that married couples should be all be friends with married couple. But it's hard. That's hard. You know why?
Why?
Because a lot of times you get a group of people and you get 10 couples, right? And you got about 5 of them like to do the same thing that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard. When you got 4 of your 5 of your homeboys that may not be married and like to play golf, and in this group you with, don't none of them like to play golf. You can't get them to go on the course with you. Or you get them that, well, you got 5 couples out to go on cruise and 4 of them are scared of water. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you I don't know about that. I used to think it needed to be like that. I thought it was safer that way. But do you know what started happening with that?
What's that?
They started doing them, what they call them thing. When you go in the grocery store, they got the pineapples upside down. Tell them they become swingers.
Ah.
Them, the couple, they didn't start, look, they started to be swingers. They said you go in the grocery store, see a pineapple in a basket, a couple together, and a pineapple upside down. So them swingers, they let you know.
I
That's
did not
me.
know that.
Yeah, so starting
real?
we see a couple together. When you see a couple together and they got a pineapple in their basket upside down, that means the top of the pineapple is in the upside down. You know, they swingers.
Chat,
Somebody told me.
Remember that. That means they are a swinger if they have what
The
in their
pineapple,
cart?
a pineapple is upside down in their cart. I said, wow.
That's crazy. I did not
I
know
did not
that.
know that. I didn't
Well,
either. Somebody told me about that.
I feel like
So that's the other con to that, having those couples relationship. And then I know too. I've got 3 friends right now that couple friendship and then left off with the other one. You know, so they remarried now to the other one of the couples they was with as friends.
I feel like, right, when it comes to mutual friends in marriage, you should have some mutual friends. That's a given, right? But
Yeah.
you still have to remember some situations don't allow you to meet all your friends, and some friends you might not see in a very long time, and just seeing them again might spark up how good of a friendship y'all had. You know what I'm saying? And some
Mhm.
couples, like I know some of my male friends, like they get intimidated by their their wife having a male friend, and I'm like, what are you tripping off of? Like, have you met them? Like, have you hung with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to take the chance out to get to know the person. It's like, you're just not going to talk to them. But I just feel like
And
more females are definitely, more married females is definitely not letting you have any female friends. Definitely not
well,
letting that happen.
because when their female friends are single, most of them are so sneaky.
That's true.
It's not what your husband's gonna do. Cause like with any man, most of them anyway. If you're your husband,
Hmm?
and if she got them paying, you going. Most, not all.
Nah.
Not all.
Some men are good, faithful men out there. Whoa, cut me.
They
Hey,
are.
sorry, we ain't
But
getting down like that.
but they got to know the background though. Because most guys can tell you right now. I bet you you can tell us right now of 2 girls that you probably dated in your past that you wouldn't fool with now. Because you
Oh,
know
oh,
their past.
oh yeah. I could definitely can.
See what I'm saying?
I
But I
definitely can.
bet you if
I wouldn't.
but
Listen. I would. Listen. I'd be like, I'm married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what you got going on. I curve him. I'm be like,
but
what
I
you got
bet
going on?
but I bet you if you got caught with him somewhere when nobody understands. Oh, that's his old girlfriend. Oh, you talking,
Yeah.
it's just I don't know.
It's a
That's what a lot of
judgment.
folks
It's
like
a
that.
judgmental thing, man. Like, I feel like
That's why
sometimes
you
people just hold on to relationships. You got people that, come on, let's be real. You got some females be like, oh, you didn't talk to that hoe, or you didn't talk to that bitch in middle school. What? Middle school?
yeah.
Middle school? Are you serious? Man, if you
And
don't
she
get your
look,
diaper
but
brand wearing hands on
look,
up out of
but
here.
look, and what they don't know that she did all your friends after middle school.
Been ran through it all, man. Been ran through it all. But
Mm,
that just it just goes. Some females are just very territorial, man. They don't want you around.
yeah.
You ain't been around my man. Ain't no understanding at
But you can't.
all.
You really can't blame her though. For real, I'm telling you, you really can't blame her.
I man, look,
I'm telling you.
it's not.
But
I don't want to say anything to do
it's
with
some
trust.
vultures out there, baby.
It is, but you should already know. Listen, people make mistakes. You put the right person in the right situation, something is gonna happen. I don't believe that. I never do this quote. I don't believe that. I'm not falling for that because if you put the right person in the right situation, they gonna fold. I don't fall for that. I listen. I tell when I get out to sea, man, and these new sailors come in and tell me, man, I ain't gotta never worry about my girl doing this to me. My girl love this, my girl love that, my girl this and my girl that. Man, are you crazy? Are you crazy? You can trust your girl, but at the same time, you can't put nothing past no human because they human at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying. Hey, listen, I need you to talk to the chat real quick while I go top up my glass. Can you handle that for me?
Yeah, but I don't see nobody saying anything. But all right.
They ain't here. Oh, you got your phone. They
Okay.
ain't here. I'm gonna step away for a few
Yeah.
seconds. Actually, you know what I'm saying, chat. We'll be right back. We'll be right back. We're gonna play a little music for you, and we'll be right back. I'm gonna play some music and Stan the Man with Chat T in the chat. Y'all let us know what y'all think about the topic. Are y'all agreeing with us or disagreeing with us? Or are we in the ballpark or are we not in the ballpark?
I want all the good women to raise your hand. Throw your hands down up. All the good women. Thanks, Treva.
All right, we back. We back. I'm back. I'm back, ladies and gents. Hey, man, listen. It's getting closer to the end of our session, man. We normally stay on for a 1 hour, man, of chatting. We've been on for 55 minutes, and normally the last 10 minutes of the session, we give our advice or goals that we feel like you should be working towards or you should be doing, right? But before we do that, we want y'all to ask us something about us that you would want to know. Ask us our opinion about a situation that you feel like we should give our advice on. I see 5 people on the chat. I don't know if all 5 of them from YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, but wherever you at, man, let us know what's going on. That girl Lisa, can you see her comment? No, you can't see her
I
comment.
can't.
She said, Stanley, when you said a good woman is raised right, then she a good woman. But some women can be raised right and still not be a good woman. Did you get that?
True. Yeah, she's right. And true, you're right. You are so right. And maybe I said it. talking about something else and said it the wrong way, because that's just like with children. You teach your children the right way, all you can do is teach them. And when they get old, some of them go astray. The Bible said they will eventually come back, but some of them do go astray. And I guess the same thing with women, that they're raised right, but they get with certain friends and sometimes people that peer pressure will make you do things that you don't normally do, and you know this is not right. That's why I think if you teach your child to have integrity, that's doing what's right when no one's watching, and try to instill that in them, then when they go to doing stuff, it's gonna haunt them. They'll think about it.
Integrity. I used that word yesterday. That's a good question, girl. That girl Lisa, I really appreciate that. She checked in on
Thank you,
Twitch.
Lisa.
Yeah, she checked in on Twitch, so you probably didn't see that. Thanks for checking in on Twitch. Anyone else, man? Does anyone else have a question that they want us to answer, man? Listen, we always open for topics. Make sure you hit us in our inbox. You know what I'm saying? My social media information is on the podcast. That guy Stan the Man information is James Stanley on Facebook. Just Google James Stanley. He's probably gonna pop up. He's probably the only one.
No, believe it or not, it's one in Mobile.
It's one of them
A
over
young
there.
guy.
Which
It's a
one is
young guy
you?
in Mobile.
Which one is
I,
you?
I'm 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 the one that's 53 that is probably said something about went to South Alabama, taught school for 27 years. That's me. The other guy's a young guy. I don't know what's on his thing.
23 years, huh?
27 years.
Ooh, 27 years.
Joe Buster 28.
That's
Now
deep.
was that not crazy?
Hey, you got to get that money. That's all that is.
Teach all day and then turn it back to me in the afternoon.
Stan, you want me to question? Who's your question to basketball? Okay, Bass, I got two questions in the chat. Treva said, "Do you all think a man can build a woman up to build a woman up to be a good woman?" That is a good question. That is a good question.
He can if he's willing to support.
That's your
And that
answer?
means when I say support, that means supporting what she's doing and then got to curve around to get her back what she need to be. He's got to be a good structured man himself. Because if he's weak at all, it ain't happening.
So he needs to be a strong man.
Got to be a strong man to get his woman to do exactly what he wanted to do. Now, and that don't mean beating her. Don't mean beating her, but just kind of he gonna have to mold and shape her. It can happen.
Yeah, I feel like yes, there are men that can build up to be a good woman. But the man has to see those good traits inside of that woman and see what is lacking inside of her, where her weaknesses are, and key in on those to build her up. Right? It's easy for you to tell a woman you have this problem, that problem, that problem. But I ain't gonna say woman, any individual. It's easy for you to say they have this issue, but you don't know how to tell them. He needs to be willing to understand that it's not an overnight process. It's gonna take time. He has to be understanding, right? And he's gonna have to be very supportive to what's going on in that situation. Did we answer your question? I hope we did. Basketball Truth 21 from Twitch. He says, "Is having sex worth it just to leave the kid no inappropriate stuff though?" Basketball Truth, I'm not really understanding your question as far as no inappropriate stuff though.
Well, I think he's saying like it sounds like he's saying that. Is it? Tell me that first thing you said again. Is it more what?
That girl Lisa said, Nisi, my mom's it just to leave the kid no inappropriate stuff though. I don't
Okay, I
understand.
know he's probably saying that. Is it worth having sex with a woman and getting a child and leaving them now and moving on? He probably
Well,
missed something.
okay, so basketball truth, you got to understand, man. Some men live in the moment, right? Once you get old enough, because I'm assuming, or I know you, So you are young. Once you get old enough, you're gonna understand the moment is the moment in life, right? You're not thinking about tomorrow. You're only thinking about that moment. And when you get caught up in the moment, men panic. Women are gonna say you boys because you panic. But if you're not taught to handle your responsibility as a young age, you're gonna leave, right? You're just gonna leave, and
And most times those are just weak men too.
yeah, yeah. I you
Because
know
I
I would
think if you
I
have, if
wouldn't
you
call them weak. I wouldn't call them weak. I would just call them. I would say, you know what I'm saying, they. Yeah,
not
yeah,
ready,
yeah,
just
yeah.
not ready.
You could say, yeah.
They
I
think that
mean, but you got to understand too, man. You got some older guys that's 30, that's in their mid 30s out here making
that's not
kids
ready.
and just dipping, irresponsible. They are
They're not
very
ready. They want to make.
irresponsible.
You
And
got guys that say this here. I want 15 children. I'm gonna get them all before I leave here.
you're right. Got a straight goal. What the hell are you
Hmm
thinking? What the
I know
hell are you
somebody right now.
thinking?
I know somebody right now. Just probably got 3 month old baby by a girlfriend, and got two more on the way by two different other women.
But
And it's sad.
I feel like the responsibility go back towards that woman. You know what he got going on, so why are you putting yourself in that situation? You're not being accountable to yourself. Remember we said accountability. We
Because they
said
do know.
accountability.
Look, because they know they already got other children that taken care of. That's what's crazy.
Nah, don't get me wrong. Some people that's in these big, huge states, you know what I'm saying, where they traveling all the way on the other side of town to be with Keisha and have Tamika on the other side of town. Yeah, I get it. But sooner or later, man, you got to put your. Uh, Treva said, no, they don't always know. You're right, they don't always know. But like I said, sooner or later, you have to put your Bud Lightyear gears on and understand something is not right. You might not want to accept it, but you know something's not right. Acceptance is the key to it. I'm sorry. That's what it is.
Now I'm gonna
You
tell you what I do think. You know what I do think? I think after a man has 5 kids, especially if he got more than 2, 3 different women, that's when the state should castrate him. Not
the
castrate him, but
state?
not castrate him, but they should what they call it, spade or manure them like they do animals.
Oh my God. What's wrong with this dude?
Yeah. If he got
What's
4 or
wrong with
5
this
kids
dude?
and he's not,
What's wrong
if
with
he
this
has 4 or
dude?
5 kids, he's not.
You right. You right. It's only so
It's
much
just like,
money you can get up out of that person.
I said that one time. Somebody told me, said, then you wouldn't been raising no foster kids. I said, well, I probably wouldn't have, but
Kind heart
so
from a big
you know,
South guy.
sometimes too kind.
You got that
But
right about that.
it's just that way. You just can't. I just think that people that are having kids keep making babies, not taking care of none of them. And even though these women,
They dead
to me,
beats.
should be saying, they should be like, I'm not gonna fool with him. He already got 3 children he's taking care of. Take care of yours. He didn't take care of them.
Yeah. All right, chat, man. We've been on. If you have any other questions, we're going to give you at least 2 minutes to ask us something else you want to get our opinion on. If not, we're going to jump straight to our advice section of this broadcast, and then we're going to be out of here. We're going to see you later, man. But make sure y'all hit the notification game. Make sure y'all share this. Please
Yeah,
share this.
click, like, and share.
Please share this, man.
Click, like, and share.
The more people we can get in here, the merrier, man. Hey, look, we broadcasting on 3 different platforms. We broadcasting on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, right? YouTube has
Hey,
it.
look at stop, man. Read your sister comment.
Them D's, the D must.
That's the problem. That's the problem with a lot of them. I know a lot of them got that same problem, but they better stop.
But hey,
Try something new.
motherfucker ain't bringing nothing to the table but that. Huh? How you know it's good? It's other things good. You need to be looking for. Listen, you finna make me go deep off into this thing, girl.
Look, hey, LeBaron.
What's up?
Look at Treva Salmon. Most definitely Samantha Salmon.
Hey, listen, it got to be good if you letting this man shoot out by 30 goddamn kids. 30 goddamn. Some men are just womanizers too. You got to understand that too now.
That's just my baby daddy.
Who that is?
That's just my baby daddy. Who bought them clothes? My mom and them.
Mm-hmm. I have a friend. Let me see if I can tag her in here. I see if she pop on this thing. Tap in, Ebony Peak. When you in the building, if you tap in for me. But I need to know, man, because this I feel like my friend Peak and Samantha is on the same goddamn page when it comes to comments like that. The D must be good. But anyway, guys, look. Ebony, if you in here, let me get a thumbs up if you in this thing, man. She's in here. Ebony is in the building. Ebony's in the building. Ebony, give us the thumbs up if you can hear us. She put the eye emoji. All right, look, Ebony, we would like to know, is the D good? Does a man have good D if he got by 15 kids from other guys? My sister say the D must be good if he got that many kids. Do you feel like it's that good, or the man just Mr. Casanova? Because I feel like it become Mr. Casanova through some point in time. Thanks for the like. Do you feel like the man is he more of a Casanova, or do you feel like it's just that good? She put the emojis, staying the man. She put the laughing emojis down.
I see it.
I think it's just become more of the man is just a Casanova, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you saying? Ah! Hey, see that comment? And she said Casanova. She said he just an N that don't wear a condom / Casanova.
And you better be scared of them, because you can get more than a baby.
Ooh.
Get something that Clorox can't wash out.
You nasty. You gotta use Clorox tonight now. Slut bag of that. Get me started. Look at that.
So he just know how to get what he wants.
Listen, so who fault is that though? If he knows how to get what he wants, do you think that the female just weak-minded? Could you consider her a weak-minded ass female? Now, you know this man been around every motherfucking woman in the goddamn world, but yet you let this mother slither all up in you. Huh? Tap in, chat. If you kids, you should not be on this time. We'll have a segment for you little badass kids, though. We will have a segment for you badass.
Can't be cussing them out.
I don't give a damn. What you mean it's not that hard? When you say it's not that hard, what you mean by that? It is. It's the head. It's the head. You heard? You see these comments? Do you see these comments? We can't make this shit up. Hey. Once again, man.
I wish this girl Samantha Knight would come in. She blows me on her Facebook page.
Morgan David Concord is the drink of tonight. Just in case y'all want to know what I'm sipping on, man. I'm gonna top my glass up because this is getting very interesting. We was gonna end this chat, but you know what I'm saying. It's getting kind of interesting. You know what I'm saying. I like to know what females think. Look, females, let me ask you this: for the females in the chat, right? When a guy approaches you, what are you looking for when they approach you? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I said good characteristics of a man is he has to be hardworking, he has to be a provider, he has to be understanding, he has to be sympathetic, right? Those were some of my character traits. And Stan the Man, what did you say the character traits was to be a good man?
He had to be supported. He has to be willing to help control her emotions. He has to be willing to support her, all of her beings. He needs to be willing to try his best to like her friends and her family.
Hmm.
He need to be, he need to, whether he pay all the bills or not, make an effort to pay them.
So
Oh,
if we,
I just think,
I'm
I
sorry, go
think in
ahead.
a household, I think in a house, this is my opinion. Now, maybe some people don't agree with this, but I just think that when you marry somebody, take from their home, from their mom and their dad, taking care of them, you should take care of them. Meaning that I think your wife should only buy groceries, maybe help pay with some of the insurances.
Man, you
She,
better
she
go to
was
sleep
home. She was
somewhere.
home with her mom and daddy. You took her away from there.
Hell nah. Hell nah. What the
I
hell
think.
wrong with
I
you?
think.
If when
I
hey,
think. I think a woman that got a man that want her to pay half everything, mm-mm, she don't need him.
I wouldn't say half of everything,
Well,
but the it
I know some friends right now that pay half of everything. If they don't have it, baby, treat them like they ain't nothing. I think that's crazy.
I don't know what AWF stand for, so I got to look got to see what that stand for.
About the pop, about the pop, all the way. Wait a minute, no, all the way. I don't know.
Ebony said I don't need him because she ain't paying half of shit.
I don't blame you, Ebony. Amen.
She said, or half of a man. She said, are you
Hey, Shannon, tell Shannon she to get on this conversation. It's a good one, Shannon
she said,
Brown.
are you a half a man? No, I'm not half of a man. I'm
There
not.
you go.
I'm not. But you have to understand this, right? So check it. This is my whole point. It has to be a compromise inside of the relationship, right? If I'm spending all my money on this, what are you doing with your money? What are you doing? What are you bringing to the table? Because I can pay all the bills. I can pay all the bills. I could be a role model to the kid. I could be a father to a kid, right? So if I'm paying all the bills, what are you bringing to the table? So it ain't got.
That's what. But LeBan, that's your job. When you married her, you took on that responsibility.
I
Now,
took on the
what you can
responsibility.
do,
No,
what
no,
listen,
no, no. Because
okay,
what you saying is wrong. You take when you marry somebody, right? What's that? Why? Okay, if that's the case, so why female says what's yours is yours, and mine's is mine. So if that bill is mine, that motherfucking bill is yours. So what the fuck you
let me
talking
tell you
about?
something.
What you
Let me tell
talking
you
about?
something. Well, let me tell you what I would have taught in a guy growing up. If you marry a woman and you can't pay all the bills, then you don't need to marry her because you can't afford to keep her. Now, the other thing is that what you want to do is build a relationship with your mate and explain from the jump. Baby, if you just you buy the groceries in the house, maybe now if you're gonna get all them credit cards, I help you on some of them, but I ain't paying all them credit cards you're gonna get and blow up on yourself. But I'll pay all the house notes, car insurances, all that should be the man's responsibility. The woman buy the
Uh,
food. Now, look now. If she's not doing her part in the home, keeping it clean, cooking, getting the kids back and forth with the be, then no, I was supposed to pay all that stuff.
but
She
check
got to
this
do
out.
more than that.
Check this out. Let's get caught up with the chat. All right, Samantha got a comment for you, right? She has a comment for you, and it said, "Read the comment. Can you see it?
So the house job.
Can you read that?
See, the house job. Wait a minute. House job can be hold. A house job he can hold a conversation. All the things she's saying, you don't know that's up front. Amen, Stanley. So I don't know. I guess.
Now, not necessarily you paying half. You contributing to something. That's what I'm saying. That I'm not saying you have to pay
Now
half
look.
of the bill." And then Samantha also said, not all the bill, just
Yeah,
the rent, but
and I agree with Amanda,
75%.
but you know what though? On Amanda, what she's saying right there.
Hey,
Now
ho,
I
ho,
think a
whoa,
good
whoa,
man.
whoa, 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 whoa. Her motherfucking name is Samantha, not Mantha. Get her goddamn name
I said
right.
Samantha.
You
I said
thirsty?
Samantha.
No, you didn't. You said
I said
Mantha. Are you thirsty?
I said what Samantha is saying right there makes a whole lot of sense. If they pay the rent and the light bill, that's usually the biggest bill in your house.
That's true.
And they
Now,
pay those two, then you
listen.
can help them on groceries,
I
water bill, things like that, phone bill. But I think if a man married a woman, he's taking from my mom and dad, he should pay all the bills.
I'ma
You
just
can't pay
be
all the bills, you can't afford to keep them.
I'ma just be me. And my wife is in the chat. Treva, you still here? Say hi if you are here. And she can say whatever she got to say to this, right? Listen, I never had no foundation of what a man should or should not do as far as paying bills. That's just me. That just me. Pays the bills in Alabama, and I paid the bills up here. That's how we ran things. Now I'm pretty sure if we was in Alabama at the same house, we would say, all right, babe, what bills you want to get, and I get this bills. That's an understanding. That's not 50-50. That's not being a half a man. That's being a power couple, in my opinion. Now, chat, you tell me what the fuck you think is going on.
That's perfect though. That's a good setup. That's a good setup.
Now,
Life and did her work to get what she need to be, and she's making the money.
but you got to understand that goes back to what the conversation started out with.
Okay, but see, that's what I'm saying. If they don't have a good foundation of somebody in their Sunday school teacher, or their first grade teacher, or the high school teacher, somebody that they really trust and like and look up to and see, I want to be like her.
Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I don't agree with you on that. Because like I said from the get-go, I ain't have nobody sit here tell me a man should be like this with a woman in a relationship. I almost said a man should be with a man in a motherfucking relationship. Let me slow the fuck down. It's the goddamn it's the goddamn line. It's the goddamn line. Hold on,
but
Stanley.
I'm telling you,
Hold
though.
on, let me finish. Let me finish, please, sir.
All right.
My dear sir. What I'm saying is, I never had no male father figure tell me a man's supposed to do this in a relationship and a man's supposed to do this in a marriage. I found out by looking at other married couples, other married black couples, and other married Caucasian couples, and I seen how their relationship was, and I worked from that. So you can't sit here and say that, hey, they gotta be taught it at home. Remember, I told you, society teaches you lessons. I told you that. We said that yesterday. And I told you, people don't hold people accountable.
So you don't never remember being told that a man marry a woman that he's to take care of the home?
Fuck no.
You ain't never been told that?
Hell to the fuck no.
You've never been told that?
I have never been told that. The only thing I've been told was when I was in church, the man is the head of the household. That's it.
Well, let me remind you that you were also told that a man married a woman, he should take care of her.
You ain't never tell me that. Home. What kind of bold-faced lie you sitting up here telling me? Go on with all that bull crap. You can pull your goddamn top lip over your big ass nose. You ain't never tell me that.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's catch up with the chats. Chat said, where we at right here?
Yes, she said every situation is different. Treva says that.
That is true. That is true. Sean.
Samantha Diamond said, who does all the cooking?
Who? Okay, as far as my relationship, as far as a married couple relationship, you got to understand. You got to understand this, right? Today's time, married couple relationships is not the same time as 10 years ago, married couple relationships. So what do you mean when you say who does all the cooking? Answer that on both parts. That go back to what we said yesterday.
I think that's
accountability. Yeah, Sean. His first name is Sean. I mean, it does say Sean. You trying to test me up or what? Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I thought I read something else.
The ownership on both parts. You're right. That goes back to when I said holding each other accountable. We talked about that yesterday. We don't hold each other accountable in relationships and day-to-day work events. And hell, you don't even hold the person accountable to put the correct gas price on the damn pump. Come on, man.
Okay, but what some of them are saying, it makes a lot of sense to me. Because I've always said it's what I've always believed, that a man take a woman from his house, he should take care of her. But then what they're saying here, it makes a lot of sense. Because in some situations, they can afford to work together and decide who's gonna pay what. In some situations, they can afford to maybe pay more than the other, or however they want to do it. It's your own situation in your household. You know what you do, and it's really nobody's business as long as it get done and done fairly. But I still say, if you married woman, you should be planning to take care of her and pay all the bills.
I
Whether you end
agree.
up doing it or not.
I
I don't
agree.
think you should marry a woman with on your mind saying, I'm gonna marry, but she's gonna pay half this rent.
Yeah,
She's gonna pay
that
these
goes
light bills.
that go back to what we said. What makes a good man? Being a provider makes a good man. Now, Ebony said, I feel like if it works for your relationship, do it. Every relationship is different. Things
Yeah.
change. That is so true. I agree with you on that shows, and I feel like they try to put down the level playing of what a man should do and should not do in a relationship, and don't understand every man ain't the goddamn same. Every man is not the same. Talk to me, stand
So,
the man.
look, Samantha Simon said, "Who gets the last word?" Guess what? Y'all always get the last word, but really don't mean that. Now, in all serious, look, in all serious, I keep telling a lot of my friends be fussing about the women inside. Say, look, just let her have a way. Let her do what she want to do when y'all at the house. Because you know when people are there, most times she going to respect you enough to make folks think you in charge. Because she don't want nobody to think that she run the house. She want her friends to think that her man run the house. But don't you cut her off when she walk up to you and say, um, doing it, what you want? You been doing it. Do what you want to do. Don't do it like that. When she asks something in front of people, go, yeah, it's okay. You can do
No
it. We
man
can do
want a
that like
woman
that.
to chastise them in front of
I,
outsiders.
yeah, I understand that, and that's what I say. Most women know they control the house, but when you got people around and company and family, let them think he's the king of the castle.
Play your motherfucking role.
There you go. Play your role.
Play your
You be the
role.
queen, he be the king. Then when they
Okay?
leave, you can put when you leave, you can swap crowns.
Nah, we ain't swapping no crown. Samantha said, if I gotta do all the cooking, cleaning, maid service, then it's 25.75. Now, Samantha, what you don't realize is, see, if you use the 25 and 75 analogy, you're not even in a goddamn marriage. You are in a business proposal. That is funny. You are in a. That's funny because my guy Shannon. Shannon, are you in the chat? Shannon, say hi if you in the chat. I seen you made a comment. Shannon made a statement to me earlier today, and he thought one of our topics, stand the man. He said the topic should be marriage or contract. You're not married.
Shit, a contract.
You are in a goddamn contract. And he's in. Am I not lying, Shannon? Any relationship that you got to break down to who does what to a percentage, you are not in a marriage relationship. You are in a goddamn contract. I'm sorry. I hate
Treva
to
said,
tell you.
Treva said, damn.
Hey, listen. Hey, baby, you ain't got to never worry about us putting no statistics on shit. Well, who's gonna do what? You ain't got to worry about that. Okay, you say a marriage is a contract. Okay, so marriage is a legal binding. It's not a goddamn contract. No, a marriage is a legal binding. You got to understand that. There's no contracts in no marriage. It's a legal binding. A contract sets out rules and regulations. What you can and what you can't do. That's what a contract
But,
does.
but the preacher said that to you before
But
you get married.
is that on that piece of paper that you sign that go to the courthouse?
I know
Oh,
it.
all right then.
You take this one to be a lot
Don't play
money
with my
after
goddamn intelligence.
you promise to have and to hold
That's
the chest
under
and this tape for until
and
death a better worse.
so does do us part, right? Do he not
Yeah.
say under God?
Hmm.
Okay, then. So if you under God and God gives you the opportunity to repent for your sins, all you have to do is go back and say, God, can you forgive me? Fair Mary, hair to grace. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they do.
Well, Samantha Simon says you got to become everyone. Wait a minute.
You got to become everyone
Everyone
needs to
needs to
know.
know. the role.
They
But
do need to
it's
know
all
their role.
about accountability.
That's what we said yesterday.
We talked
That's
about
why
that last
yesterday
night. Mm-hmm.
was accountable. You got to hold each other accountable for their actions. If you jump into a relationship, let's if your girlfriend is fucking you 3 nights out the goddamn week, and all of a sudden y'all get married, those 3 nights turn into one night, you wrong as fuck for not holding her accountable so you can get that motherfucker the other 2 goddamn nights. I'm goddamn sorry.
Well, that's what I told you the other day. It's when you got to do what you did to get them to keep them. That's the
You
bottom
right.
line.
You
It's
right.
all about accountability. If you got them sending them flowers on Friday, you need to be sending flowers the rest of your life on Friday.
Samantha
If you
said
got
it.
them,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go
there's
ahead.
just some women think and some men think that they can have sex 5 days a week and they get mad. We're gonna just do it on Sundays and Wednesdays. They got
Okay.
days.
Ebony said, anytime you sign your name, a line, it's a term that's a contract. No, a marriage is not a contract. It's a legal binding. You are legally binding yourself to this person. You are legally
So,
bind. It's not a contract. I'm sorry.
so she'll check a contract.
It's my check a contract as far as what? Like
That's what I'm asking.
like when I get paid?
She said when you sign your name on anything, it's the contract. It's your check contract.
Mm.
It's my payment.
She said terms and condition, vows. But your vows is not on that when you sign the marriage certificate. When you go there and sign that, your vows is not on that. Sharon said, see, we can't say accountability in knowing your role when them cheats ain't available on standby at any time.
But now listen. Now let me tell you the Baron. Remember I told you the other day? We were talking the other day. I said if you're doing your part and playing your role, paying those bills, and do what you're supposed to do every time you tap. If you tap, you're supposed to turn over. With nothing to
Oh.
be said.
Y'all hear that, ladies? You hear that, ladies?
That's the truth.
Stan the man said, if you are playing your role and handling your responsibility, when he tap on that side,
If you need $1,000 tomorrow, you can get it.
check this
Them
out.
bills are paid.
My niece put in the chat, she said, when you asked, she didn't even be in the goddamn chat, but she said, when you get a divorce, what are you doing? You are breaking a legal document. You are breaking a legal document. It's a legal binding. You are breaking a legal binding. My wife said vice versa. So she said when she tap on that ass, you need to turn around, guys. That's what my wife said. You got to turn around. and look, Pete told
I,
us, and she said that.
I'm sorry, Ebony.
I can picture her saying that too, and she said that.
and I was being a little technical, Ebony. I'm sorry.
And Treva said, have that D on standby. Samantha said, if you say that, but the problem is, right? This is what the
I just see what Treva said. Look, she said, and vice versa. Didn't understand. Have that D on standby.
you so low, you so slow. You
I
so
just saw that
slow.
part.
You so
Get him,
goddamn
Treva.
slow. Don't get me. She talking about somebody else. She ain't talking about me. That's true, Samantha. Look, I'm over here topping up my glass, y'all. See, listen.
Oh my God.
We named this chat. Oh my God, is that you? That's the name on this motherfucking shit. Let me put my motherfucking pinky finger up like them motherfucking Marines do, you know?
That's why I'm drinking green tea.
Green tea, green tea. Hey, Shannon, you got that, you got that, you got that gin on deck. You got that gin on deck. But all serious note, right? She said if he's doing his part, no problem, right? But I feel like relationships shouldn't be looking for who's gonna do what part. I feel like it should be natural. You was with this person before you got married. So where is the disconnect? Where is the disconnect to where it's not there anymore? Why are couples are not doing the same thing that why couples are not doing the same thing that they were doing back before they got married when they are married. I don't understand that, right? I feel like not just men, it's not just females, it's not just females and men. You get fat, they don't want to work out, become argumentative, right? I don't understand why is that, right? So you can't say if he's doing his part. If you're not establishing from the get-go before you start dating what is a part, what's the problem? Treva said they get too comfortable. Treva said they get too comfortable.
Some people that's all I'm finna say. People get too comfortable. I was just finna say they get too comfortable and sitting there. Some people think that, well, you're right.
Pete said they get complacent. Look, this is the problem, right? See, y'all say that now. Y'all females say that now. But when a man hold you accountable, I'm not even going to say a motherfucking man because you could be married to the same goddamn sex. But when your spouse hold you accountable, that you're not in the gym, you're not giving it up, right? You're not taking care of your responsibilities that you was taking before we got married. We nagging. We don't like you. We don't fucking compliment you anymore. No, you're just not the same. You got complacent. You got too comfortable.
Sean said, I feel like you changed during time. That's true, you changed during time, but you got to keep that spunk and keep that stuff in that relationship for the last. You talk to people that have been married for 50 and 40 and 50, 60 years, they still go on dates. That's why they make their marriage last.
Bullshit. I hate that statement right there. People say, oh, my grandmama and my mama been married for 25, 30 motherfucking years. And I tell them straight up, you gotta be a goddamn fool if you think your daddy ain't never stepped out on your damn mom or your mom ain't never entertained another man. They might just not know about it, but they have. Not 25 mother man, I will punch you. I will come through this. Hell no. And you think they gonna come out and admit it? They not gonna come out and admit it. Are you crazy?
You better end this podcast. That wine make you talk too much.
Man, this wine ain't making me talk now. I'm just telling you, don't sit here and tell me. Shannon said it's right. See, you see them in separate beds. Boy, read that out loud. Because I don't want to be biased. Read that out loud. What they say? You see them in separate beds?
You see them in separate beds at the grand crib. That marriage been over.
Years. It's been over with for years. The only reason they still together is because of security. That's the only reason they still together.
But there are some now that are still married and still together. It's been 40 years. I know a couple 40 years.
My motherfucking parents live in the same goddamn house, but they don't sleep in the same goddamn bed. So what are you talking about? That proof. I mean, come on, don't play with me, man.
I know some people that have been married 40 years still sleeping in bed.
Yeah.
Told me 2 weeks ago and told me that Wisconsin don't use Viagra neither. So I heard that.
What? They sleep in the same bed, but that one side of the bed got a dip on it, and the other side of got a bed on the dip on, and you better not cross that motherfucker. Stop playing with me, man. He about to get them hands when I get home.
I'm with you on that.
Samantha, how am I going to get them hands when I get home when I'm sitting here trying to acknowledge, I'm trying to let y'all know that the stigma of my parents and my grandparents being married for 50 years, they only been with each other for 50 years is a lie. Why am I getting the hands?
Baron. That's not the case now. It's people that didn't get a long time that really have been with just each other. I know several people.
James Henderson Stanley. I'm calling out your whole goddamn government name. You're going to sit here and believe that a couple been together for 50 years and they never, ever stepped out on each other. You are a fool.
No, if they got God in their relationship, it hadn't stepped out.
The pastor sleep with little kids. What are you talking about?
Not all pastors.
Man, you better stop playing. Chat, y'all better get this man. Get him.
Not all
get this
pastors.
man. Ebony said, I agree with you, right? Ebony, please get this man some clarification. Because there's no way all of y'all sit here thinking that your parents been together for these many years, that they haven't stepped out. Listen, when I say step out, right, Then chatted with a female. Then went on a date with a
Well,
female. They entertained a conversation that they should not have been conversating about with a female. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. That's considered stepping out.
God is.
Treva said what Treva said.
Let's see. I can believe that a couple could be together that long without stepping out. I'm with you, Treva. That's true.
Y'all living in the motherfucking fairy tale.
God is the
You
joy
Walt
and the
Disney ass
strength of my
people.
life. He moves all pain, misery, and strife.
Hey, what today is?
Promise to keep me.
What today is?
Friday.
It's not Sunday. Yeah, wrong with you. When a woman commits, she commits. That's true. Some do and some don't, right? Sometimes it takes some self-reflection of some men parts to understand what they got. Some of them don't. Now you know pastors that
Now,
eat the same steak.
now I do know this. Now, hey, Baron, I
Did you
do
see
know
what
a couple
Sean
of men.
said?
Look, now you know, Pastor.
Motherfucker, you sound like you choking over there.
Stop.
You better take that bow out that goddamn sweatshirt.
Look,
I'm
listen,
tired of
the
that
Baron.
shit. I'm tired of that
Listen, the
shit.
Baron. Sean is a jokester.
Man, we got to get
Yeah,
him on the podcast, man, to get him
he
understand.
keeping it real, ain't
Hey,
he?
I'm
Listen
telling you,
though,
bro. I'm telling you,
but
he a
listen though,
real
the Baron.
motherfucker, man.
Listen, the Baron. I'm tell you something now. On the real note, I know a couple that's been married for 40, 55 years, right? Now she's never stepped out on him. He has on her, but she's never stepped out. So I will
Okay.
say because of that, women has been more faithful than men over the
Some women,
years.
yes, some women are way more faithful than men. I'm not disagreeing
Hmm.
with you on that. But that you, if anything, you just proved my point when you just sat there and said he stepped out
Well,
on
I'm
her and
not,
they
but
was
I'm
together.
saying, but I know some that have been together, and I really don't think they stepped out.
Look, I'm gonna ask you this, right?
I heard them men tell me love them women.
They love women or they love they
Been
women?
loving us since day one.
Listen, man. I'm not saying temptation is a motherfucker, man. Temptation is a motherfucker. You can have the best situation at home, right? But that goes back to what I said. You put the right person in the right situation, they gonna fold. The hell you laughing at, my guy?
I had to go back. I read Sean's statement real quick, and I was kind of hurried up. I had to go back and read it and let it sink in. It said, "Now you know, Pastor ain't eating the same steak with all them cuts sitting in the congregation."
hey,
He
hey,
got my look. He got my
hey.
T-bone. He got a T-bone this week, a ribeye next week, a side cut the next week.
Samantha said it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
There you go. Bam, Samantha. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. He's taking care of home. He doing what he need to do. He's respectful. Don't worry about it. As long as you don't bring nothing home.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, like a lot of females is not fucking with that shit right there. They not that comment might be true to some degree, but my wife is not fucking with that shit. She gonna tell you get your ass up
I don't
out of
blame
here.
her.
She
I
ain't
told you
fucking with
earlier
that
about
shit.
it. Them vultures, honey. I don't
Vultures.
blame you, Treva. Keep them vultures out your cars and stuff.
You a fool. You a fool. Hey, look, chat, we finna be on. 15 minutes make 2 hours that we made this whole chat. Keep them.
Oh my
Remember,
God.
remember, we on Facebook, we on Twitch, and we on YouTube, all up under DJ251, man. And this video would be on James Stanley Facebook page, aka Staying the Man, man. Make sure y'all like this, make sure y'all comment, and make sure y'all share, man. If you have a topic that you want us to talk about, man, just inbox one of us. I promise you, we are so open for topics. We don't care. We don't care if we hurt somebody's feelings. The facts are the facts, right? Now,
And
but
remind them we on every night at 9.
at 9. Right now we on every night at 9 because
Yeah.
some nights I might Gotta work some nights. It's either me or him. You know what I'm saying? One is gonna be on at 9, but it is what it is. Guys, listen. Before we get up out of here, man, if it's something that y'all want to discuss with us, let us know. If you need our advice on something, let us know. Once again, we open that up. We'll open it up again. We got 15 minutes left in this show, and I promise to God we up out of here, man. It's getting late on our end. So 15 minutes left in this show. If you got something you want to ask us, ask. We are here. Knowledge is power. Opinions are power, you know? What's up with it? Shoot it off. All right? And while you sitting there, type your question in the chat, man. I'm going to play a little cipher, little tunes for you, man. Shoot them questions off, and we are here, man. We see everything, and we hear everything. Ask them. All right, guys, we back. We back in the mix, man. We appreciate y'all stepping in. We live in the time, you know.
We live in a time
Yeah,
when nobody wants to do
yeah.
the work to stay together. That's true.
That's very true. That's very true. You're right about
And
that.
that's what, and look, you know what? And that was one of the things it said in the men about being a good man. You got to be willing to do the work.
Your Bible.
No,
Oh, your
not the
statement.
Bible.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say.
It just said that, those different things about a good man.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing was he had,
Nice time, right? Stan, you want to go first, or you want me to go first, or however you want to do? It's on you.
I'll go and you can finish it up.
All
I
right.
want to remind everybody we started out with the topic is what is a good woman? We ended up with who pays the bills and everything. So that makes it really nice. So I want to say to everyone, just what you got to do is just remember that in a relationship, it's no right or wrong sometimes. Sometimes you can sit down and talk about it, you can get it worked out. You just got to be able to communicate. Communication is the key to anything in your life. You fail to communicate, you most time it's gonna fail. But you got to be able to communicate, and you got to support one another. Even if you don't agree with it, if it's not wrong, just because you don't want to do it, don't like it, you still got to support them. It's not saying that you gotta give in all the time or be what some people say a sucker or whatever, or let the wife always rule, the man always rule. You just gotta be willing to support one another. And but I still think the man should pay most of the bills. That's just my opinion.
You got 2 minutes left if you want to blabber on about the man paying all the bills.
Well, I just think that if you take a woman from a house, but she lived with her mom and dad, and and most time when you ask your dad to hand in marriage, they want to know what you gonna do for my daughter, what you gonna bring for my daughter. No, you're not gonna beat on, you're gonna take care of her and stuff. Most time you say, yeah, I'm gonna take care of her. She's not gonna want for anything. And as soon as you get her out there, you want to pay half the bills. That's crazy. You want to encourage your wife to get a degree and get an education, but a lot of time, if a man is well established, he can take care of his home. Get your wife to buy the groceries, pay her own credit cards, maybe help with some of the insurances, pay for the lawn to be cut, you know. But like the rent, light bill, car notes, that should be yours.
Okay. All right, guys, it's my time. You still have 1 minute if you want to get some more advice.
No, I'm good.
You
All
sure?
yours. Good night, everybody.
Hey, look, my advice is, well, first off, I do agree with you. Communication is the key, man. I would just add to understanding. You could communicate with somebody all day, but you might not have any understanding of what they talking about, right? Support, I do. Hey, support each other, support one another, right? As far as being married and being in a relationship, and sometimes, man, don't get me wrong, even in my own marriage, I stray from the path, right? Knowing what's important and what's not important. And trust me, my wife knocks me across my damn head, even though I want to hear it or not. But at the same time, man, the type of advice that I would give for today is, i.e., first, man, invest your money. Invest your money into something that's gonna make you money, right? Like if you got kids, it's not about you anymore. It's about your legacy, your name. I just looked at a video the other day, and I was scrolling through Facebook, and basically the video popped up, and the guy was saying Louis is a brand name, Dolce Gabbana is a brand name, Wells Fargo is a name, right? That all are people names that basically that they are passing on. We are buying people names. You see what I'm saying? So you should want to do something to pass on your future if you have kids, right? I'm just saying that's just me. All right, the second thing I want to tell you, exercise. 30 minutes of cardio a day. I tapped with my guy, Shannon, man. If he's in the comment, he'll tell you. I told him myself, hey, bro, we got to get back in the gym. Hey, look, 30 minutes for me, bro. I can only do 30 minutes right now. Set a goal, accomplish your goal, right? We need to be more healthy, right? More healthy in life. People are dying not because they got COVID, it's because they wasn't healthy enough to beat COVID. You know what I'm saying? Um, Something else I want to tell y'all, some other advice I want to give y'all, man. Uh, Same thing I told y'all last night. Don't be afraid to do something new. Go to that new restaurant. Like today, I ate some food that I never would have ate if I never would have heard somebody talking about it. You know, I experienced something different. You know what I'm saying? That's right. That girl Lisa, 2021 fit goals. I agree with you. Stan, I got you. One more thing. I got you. I seen it on your facial expression. I can see you. Uh, Something else I want to tell y'all, man. Make sure y'all like this. Make sure y'all comment and make sure y'all share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you want to be broadcasted on our show as a special guest, inbox one of us, man. We can make that happen. We can show you what to do so you can be a special guest on here. We're not scared to have other people's opinion on here. Once again, man, before I go, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming. And thank you for entertaining our bullcrap. Go
He
ahead.
may be saying, how can you talk about marriage? He's never been married. How you talk about a woman or whatever like that? I think I can talk about it because I have a lot of male and female friends, a lot of married couple friends, and I promise you, y'all, for 10 years I thought I was a counselor. So I kept a lot of marriages together. I promise I did. And it's not just saying it, and there's a lot of people can tell you, especially where I live in the area I live. It's a girl told me the other day, so I thank God for you. Come up, you ought to be divorced right now. So the thing about it is that I never been married, but I heard so much and listened so many ends and and I said, won't you do this here? Try this. I was the middleman. I tried to make it work for both of them, so it worked out.
Sometimes that outside influence will go a long way in life, man. Getting other people's opinion. But once again, man, we on Facebook, we on Twitch, and we on YouTube. If you're trying to look at any of those platforms, man, just Google DJ251, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna pop up. Or you can Google James Stanley. That's Stan the Man, and his information to pop up, man. Once again, y'all be safe out here in these streets, man. Until we see y'all again tomorrow, y'all hold it down, and we're gonna let you ride out to some good music real quick, man. There's nothing wrong with some soothing jazz, man. Y'all be safe out here.
Good night.